We are going to move on to John Fisher and the Oakland A's. A statement was released this afternoon. Um, you've probably seen it kicking around. Um, I'm not going to put it on here, but I'm going to read the section that I thought was the most interesting, and then we'll kind of get into it. Um, it said that A's are a part of the fabric of Oakland, the East Bay, and the entire Bay Area. When I bought the team in 2005, our dream was to win world championships, build a new ballpark in Oakland. Over the next 18 years, we did our very best to make that happen. We proposed and pursued 5 different locations in the Bay Area, and despite mutual and ongoing efforts to get a deal done for the Howard Terminal project, we came up short. Only in 2021, after 16 years of working exclusively on developing a home in the Bay Area and faced with a binding MLB agreement to find a new home by 2024, did we begin to explore taking the team to Las Vegas. So I'm going to stop it there because to me, that seems like he is trying to deflect everything that has happened. I mean, he's taking no fault in what has happened in Oakland. For me, that's how I read that.
Yeah.
How did you guys take that?
I think in fairness to John Fisher, he didn't exactly have full control over this process. So that they did have the binding agreement with MLB to find a new home because the Coliseum was basically deemed uninhabitable any longer. It was at a point where the level of repair it needed, the city refused to make. MLB basically said, well, you can't stay. You got to go. So they explored all kinds of Bay Area locations. One of them was in Oakland, or 2 of them were in Oakland. One of them was there's an old college site. The other one was the Howard Terminal project that they had the renderings for that then kind of got blown up. So I think did John Fisher try his hardest to stay? No, he didn't. Did MLB say you have to move? Yes, they did. Did Oakland say that we're going to work with you and then maybe change their mind? They also did that. But I don't think anybody here was negotiating in good faith. Oakland, I think, knew he was leaving. MLB said you can't stay where you are. And John Fisher goes, well, I'm going to go make a deal with somebody. And he did. And Vegas was the one that worked. Is he totally innocent in this? Absolutely not. But was it a good situation to be in? No, your home is crumbling. The city's only mildly supportive, and MLB is saying you have to do something. And in that case, sometimes you got to make a bad decision because you have to make a decision. And I think that's where this came out.
Yeah. Sean, what are your feelings on it?
Yeah, no, I mean, does it seem like he's placing all the blame at the feet of Major League Baseball? Yeah. But I would say that's probably where a lot of it does end up lying, though. You know, I'm not going to pretend to have been breaking news on this from the very beginning, but from kind of what I've read and talking with you guys through the whole thing, I think if it could have worked out and they could have stayed in Oakland, he would have stayed in Oakland. I think he wanted to stay in Oakland, but it's also it is a business. And if he has an opportunity to save the business, and there are other places that are willing to work with him to do that, I also think he would be negligent to not do that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I mean, maybe he came off a little heavy-handed with the statement, but I don't know. I can't say I blame him.
Yeah.
I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably try to deflect as much as I possibly could as well. Considering I now have a platform where I can go make a statement, man, use it. Use your platform. Make your statement.
Yeah. He's protecting the brand. I mean, that's what he's trying to do.
We have an opportunity to make a statement and push some of this away from us. I think that'd be pretty silly not to use that platform to make that statement.
Yeah. And I've said it before, and I said it again before we went on tonight. And I think you guys agree. I would not give John Fisher the benefit of the doubt if it wasn't for the fact that every other team is left too. The Raiders bailed, the Golden State Warriors bailed. Everybody's left Oakland, and they all left because the city would not work with them. So do I think that the city owns some of this? Well, yeah, this will be the 3rd time a major franchise has walked away in 5 years? That's not a good track record for Oakland.
Well, considering Oakland lost the Raiders, got the Raiders back, and then lost them again. Right. So I mean, it's
you lost the Raiders twice. Yeah, you lost the Raiders twice. The Golden State Warriors left. Your track record. The city of Oakland does not have a great track record with keeping these organizations. Now they got nobody. And Oakland can't say, well, it's boo-hoo, poor us, like we got hosed. No, this is the third time. Like at some point you own some of the problem here. So I give him a little bit more benefit of the doubt because the track record of the city of Oakland isn't great. But I don't think he was trying that hard to stay. I think he saw a better deal and took it. To Sean's point, it's a business. Would you rather be on the Strip in Vegas or on the waterfront in Oakland? The Strip in Vegas has got a lot of activity.
I mean, there's no way, like you would probably know this better than I would, Harrison, but there's no way this guy's raking in money the last handful of years as with the Oakland A's.
I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure the Oakland Athletics were marginally profitable last year. So is he making a lot of money? No, but
I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you now have an opportunity to kind of start over.
Yep.
Protect the brand as much as we can now, and then kind of rebrand a little bit in Vegas. I mean, you're probably seeing dollar signs there too.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
I'm sure there's some selfish. Yeah, I'm sure there's some selfish, but he should be. I mean, it's his team.
Oh yeah, I totally.
I can't say I keep coming back to the fact I can't say I fault the guy for it.
Yeah, my question going forward is Vegas still on board? Because I mean, the last time we've kind of talked about it, like the mayor didn't want it, but legislation passed it. Like I don't know where Vegas stands on it because they still haven't even broke ground on that. So how long are they going to be in Sacramento for?
They're not scheduled to break ground until 2026, I think, anyways. Because I don't think they move in until after the 2028 season. They got a few years where they're going to be floating.
Dang, crazy. Yeah. They'll go play like where the Fresno Grizzlies play for a little bit, and then Fresno will go play where the A's were playing. Like it's like stadium musical chairs there for a little bit, but crazy.
Oh, I apologize. In 2022, the Oakland Athletics had a profit of $62.2 million. They were fifth in the league.
How does that make sense?
Well, that was before the TV deal got cut. So last year, I bet they saw their revenue decline and their profit decline as well. But
I would have lost that bet, dude. That the 2022 Oakland A's had a profit of 62 million?
62.2 million.
I would have lost that bet.
Yeah. But how much is that as revenue share? Does it say?
It's a big piece of its revenue share.
But still, it's still a
profit.
Yeah, he made $60 million for a team that went 60-102 that year.
Right. Yeah. It's still a profit.
Crazy.
Yeah. But that was before the TV deals got all screwed up, and so I have to see if I can find something more recent. But so has he made money? Yeah, he's made money. Even as the team has been not very good,
atrocious.
Although you look at this year's team, that team, there's some talent on that team, and that team could be good in a few years.
Well, isn't that the story of the
Vegas may benefit?
Years, though? I mean, outside of a couple outlier years, I mean, that's the story with Oakland is they got some young players. And then they just can't seem to put it together.
Yeah, they bring a batch of them up. They're good for a couple of years. Then they all go and they start over. They build them back up. They're good for a couple of years. I mean, remember the seasons with Chapman on one end and Olsen on the other? And
oh yeah,
I mean, those teams were good for like
Sean
2 years.
Murphy.
And then, yeah,
Sean Murphy was one.
Those teams were good for a couple of years, and then all the talent off to other markets.
Well, I mean, there's already rumors floating around that Rooker's going to be dealt in the offseason. You have Urseg out of the bullpen that throws 155 miles an hour that already went to the Royals and for their back half. So like they're already starting to, ship out those pieces or rumors of shipping out those pieces. And don't sleep on Lawrence Butler either. There's a team out there that will give a package for that dude.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Every team should be signing up to get that kid.
He's a good player.
He is. Yeah. He and Rooker are a nasty combination.